飯ですね。あとはもう一人。この人は敵だったんですが、印象が強くて好きだったんです。この人の名前はデディン。長門ですね。全部わかってましたか？じゃあまずはこの歯この歯。First is this ha. The way that you write ha is 1, 2, 3. Ha is teeth in Japanese. So whenever you see characters smiling, they have teeth. Ha is teeth. You can also add a little down here. You hear this a lot in anime. This it's kind of a rude way to say what, but it's actually a lot ruder in real life. You'll see it in anime all the time. But if you use this in Japan, or even you say people might feel offended because it's a bit strong. If you want to know real life Japanese, you can say 何と言いましたか? 何と It's terrible handwriting. Anyway, this is quite rude, so be careful. Then you have hana. Hana can mean flower, and it also means nose, as in a person's nose. It's a very large nose. It's not an anime nose, because if I were to draw an anime nose, it would just be a dot. Then you also have another one. Hashi can mean chopsticks. It's terrible. This is like a chopstick rest. When you're eating, sometimes they give you this to put your chopsticks on because you don't wanna put them up in a bowl of rice. That would be a bad thing, and you don't want to. You also don't want to put them. I mean, it's not necessarily awful manners. Well, let's say you have like a bowl. You don't want to like lay them over the side like this either. That's not great. It's better to put it on this stand, or like roll your paper into a little, because it'll come in like a sleeve, right? So you have the chopsticks sticking out, you have to break them. If you roll this up into this size, then you can put it on the stand thing. Hashi. Anyway, it means that. And it also means bridge. This one, there actually is a difference. Chopsticks is hashi, high to low, and bridge is hashi, low to high. I have to speak it, so prepare your ears for a moment. But hashi, chopsticks. Hashi, bridge. You might be like, oh, how do you know which one it is? Because no one is ever gonna go, hashi arimasu ka? When they're talking about a freaking bridge. They're not gonna ask if you have a bridge. And it's usually ohashi. Which means like it's just polite. So if you go to a convenience store, ohashi wa arimasu ka? Do you want me to put chopsticks? Hello, it is future me here to explain a concept that I forgot about. So when you have ha, it can also be read as wa if it's a particle. So if you see it in the middle of a random sentence, it's going to be wa. If you see it as part of a word, it's going to be ha. Okay, for heat, the way you write it is one big stroke. So this side one is a little bit more straight, then you make a loop, and then this one swoops down. So, yeah, it's just one big. When you're writing it fast, it just kind of ends up looking like that either way. But if you want to be proper about it, not that you necessarily really need to, but so the words I am going to teach you for this one is a little bit longer, but hitayate. You'll definitely have heard this word in Naruto before because it means headband. Yay! Headband. You can add Naruto's hair if you want here too. There you go. I did not try to draw this myself. Hitayate means headband. You can also have. I recently talked about this in another video about code, but hikuga means that's such a turnoff, or like, it's like kind of disgusting, or not disgusting isn't like taste bad, but like it gives you the ick. That's the word. Hishi, you'll hear a lot in anime and manga. It means desperate. You're desperately trying to do something. You're making a desperate effort. Is hishi. I didn't explain how these look, but it's okay, I guess. This one kind of looks like an upside down question mark to me. So usually when you're writing it, it just looks like this. But if you want to be proper about strokes, then it looks like this. But when you see me write it, I'm just probably going to go like that really quick because my handwriting isn't meant to be like going super slow and pretty. It's romanized. I forgot to put the romanization. Isn't it's so you like your lips kind of curve outward and then you just make like a blowing sound, but it's not like you don't make a hard F sound. It's just I don't know how to describe that one well. Is the Jinchuriki of the Seven Tails. So it has this extra but it just extends the sound. So her name from Naruto. You also have this looks so ugly. Okay, Fune. Fune means boat. Or ship. The reason I say this is important is because it appears a lot more than you think in anime. Even in Fairy Tail, they talk about Fune because Boro has like the slave ship at the episode 1. So like, it just, and One Piece obviously Fune, but they have names in One Piece. So, boat, ship. Okay. You can have, remember when I did all the A's, there's like this is like a disinterested so you're just kind of like this kind of face, and it's, you can put like a squiggle after it and it makes it look like a little bit more interested. That looks even less interested. You can also put this line, or you can put either way, it's like a little bit less interested. But you'll see that a lot too. There's also, as for what this is, it's obviously, it's definitely a hen in a tie. That's totally what this word means. Now you know. Maybe that'll look more like a chicken, but either way. And then finally we have, sorry, I warn you guys against doing that, and then I do it myself. But Heika means Your Majesty. It also means soldier, but I'm ignoring that because it's not as common, even though I did originally include it because you do hear it sometimes. So Heika is Your Majesty. Okay, next we have Ho. So I'll do this one first, I guess. Ho. I know you've heard this before. When a villain is slightly amused by something, they'll go ho. And then for this set, there's two different things that you can put here. One of them is a dakten and one of them is han dakten. Dakten is just normal this. So you have ba, bi, bu, be, bo. Or you can have ba. You can get rid of this. It becomes ba, bi, bu, be, bo. Okay, so if you've ever heard the Hatsune Miku song "Po People," it's literally it's like "Po People, People, Po People." That song, you know that song. I'm very embarrassed to have singing that, but that's okay. Anyway, it's got lots of this "po" and "pi" in it, so it's useful. The other thing you can say is like "hoppe." Hoppe means like cheeks. So, means like yeah, I do it almost every day. Yes. We also have hobo, which does not mean hobo. It means almost. You'll see that come up a lot more than you think. It's like, it's just a common word. Okay, so to review all of our words, we have ha, we have hana, this is flower or nose. We have hashi, which is bridge or chopsticks. Hikuha, which means that's to turn off. Hishi, which means desperate. Hitayate, which is headband. Fu, which is the Seven Tails Jinchuriki. Fune is boat. It doesn't need a person in it. You have hentai, which is just a hen in a tai. Heika, soldier or Your Majesty. Ho, as in a villain being amused at something. Hoppe, cheeks. Hobo, almost. Yay, vocabulary. Now it's time for your weekly reading, listening, comprehension quiz. First, try to read it by yourself, see how much you can understand. Then I'll read it to you. Pause this video because I'm going to read it out loud in 3, 2, 1. 出た。そこに立っていたのは大きなカッパ。そのカッパはガオーと鳴いてサスケの額や手に傷をつけた。逃げてサスケ、こいつは危険だぞとカカシが叫んだ。サスケが必死に逃げようとしたが続く。How many words did you get? Let me know in the comments. Now to read it again with subtitles this time for you to check your comprehension. 出た。そこに立っていたのは大きなカッパ。そのカッパはガオーと鳴いてサスケの額や手に傷をつけた。逃げてサスケ、こいつは危険だぞとカカシが叫んだ。サスケが必死に逃げようとしたが続く。For those of you that are like, what the heck is a kappa? Here you go. There's an explanation. Now you know. If you can think of any more words, feel free to make them in the comments. Try and make some things on your own because that's really helpful for learning a language, is thinking about what you already know and applying it. And I know my
最後まで残っていたのか。でかしたぞお前、ご褒美を与えよう。